If you want to have real conversations in Russian and make connections with native speakers, you need to stop learning textbook Russian and focus on how real people actually speak Russian. Я уже 9 лет учу русский и даже сам выступаю в стендап на русском. Поэтому я рекомендую моим студентам применять более интересный юмористический подход к изучению русского языка. So let's take a clip from Sergey Orlov and learn some Russian swear words that I recommend you do not use in real life. First, the full clip. Then I'm going to take each phrase and break it down, what it means and how you can use it in real life.
Я теперь понял, почему в деревнях с сантехниками водкой раньше расплачивались. Потому что вся деревня боялась сделать так, что сантехник внезапно протрезвеет, придет на заказ и такой: я не полезу нахуй туда, ты чё, Виталич? Виталич, это ж говно твое, блядь. Ты насрал, сам и лезь, я-то чё туда полезу? Шо ты нахуй, Виталич, я криптоинвестор теперь, понятно?
If you struggled understanding what Sergey said without the English subtitles, check out the link in the description for a free Cognate sheet of 750 English words that are the same in Russian to quickly upgrade your Russian vocabulary. Let's start analyzing the clip.
Я теперь понял, почему в деревнях.
Я теперь понял, почему в деревнях. This is an interesting phrase. It just means like, I now understood why in the villages. It's a straightforward sentence, and я понял is something you can often say, like if someone tells you something, you can just say, я понял, I understood. Теперь is an interesting word. Russian has like a couple of words to say now, which might be confusing. Like you've got сейчас and теперь. Сейчас is whenever you're saying like, I'm going to the cinema now, like you're doing something right now. And whenever you use теперь, it means like a contrast because like before something used to be like this, and now it is different.
С сантехниками водкой раньше расплачивались.
Со сантехниками раньше водкой расплачивались. This is a sentence like the word order is completely like mixed around how you would expect it from English, and that's okay because in Russian you can basically mix up the words however you want. And here the main verb is расплачивались. This is a difficult verb that you don't really need to use because it's basically a more complex form of saying платить. Платить is to pay, and расплачиваться, it means like to pay off something. So they paid со сантехниками, with the plumbers, водкой. Водкой is the instrumental case, and it refers to how they were paying off with vodka. So they used to pay off the plumbers with vodka.
Потому что вся деревня боялась.
Потому что вся деревня боялась. It's a straightforward sentence. Потому что, because вся деревня, the whole village, the entire village, боялась, was afraid. Вся is an interesting word because you got like often you say like все means everything, but you can also turn into an adjective and it turns, for example, вся деревня, the whole, the entire village.
Сделать так, что сантехник внезапно протрезвеет.
Сделать так, что сантехник внезапно протрезвеет. So the entire village was afraid. Сделать так, to make it like that, to do it like that. Что сантехник, that the plumber, внезапно, suddenly, протрезвеет, sobers up. So the entire village was afraid that the plumber would suddenly sober up.
Придет на заказ и такой...
Придет на заказ и такой, придет, like he arrives на заказ. Заказ means order. The client orders him to come, so he comes to the order. In Russian, you can use заказ a little bit more widely. И такой. And here, такой usually means like an adjective for such, but in this case, it means like in stand-up, it's very often used like и такой, and he's like, and he's like. If it would be a female plumber, it would be и она такая. But since plumbers tend to be male, so it's like и такой, and he's like.
Я не полезу нахуй туда, ты чё, Виталич?
Я не полезу нахуй туда, ты чё, Витальевич? So first we need to like construct it a little bit. Я не полезу туда. Like I'm not going in there. I'm not getting in there. And then he says like нахуй, which is like which means like to dig. And I recommend you don't say it because it's rude. It's a Russian mud. Материться is not very, I don't recommend foreigners to do it. I rarely do it, only I really want to make a specific point, and it's kind of like to make some fun of myself as well for swearing. It's like, я не полезу нахуй туда, I'm not fucking going in there. Ты чё, Витальевич? Ты чё? It's like, you what? Чё is like more the slangy version of что, чё, чё. I also don't recommend you say чё, because it sounds a little bit like, I don't know, it doesn't sound like, as a foreigner, it sounds like you're not kind of like respecting the Russian language. Ты чё? Vitalyevich is the patronymic of the guy who ordered the plumber. Vitalyevich.
Виталич, это ж говно твое, блядь.
Vitalyevich, это же говно твое, блядь. Again, like he's addressing Vitalyevich. Это говно твое. Говно means shit, и это говно твое. It's your shit. And then at the end it says, блядь. And this is also a very strong swearing word. Don't recommend you use it. But here's kind of like, this is your shit, damn it. Something like that. And Russian is a little bit more stronger. Then you also notice the little fun word zh. Zh doesn't really have a direct translation, but you can add it to add some emotion to something. If he just said like, это говно твое, it means like a more factual statement saying like, this is your shit. And he says, это же твое говно. He's saying like, this is your shit. You know, like to add some emotion, and I really like adding zh everywhere. I recommend you try it. It's a fun word whenever you want to inject some emotion into your speech.
Ты насрал, сам и лезь.
Ты насрал, сам и лез. Ты насрал is like you shit. And насрать, this is also like a swearing verb. I recommend you don't use it. If you want to say like you shit, it's like kind of like say ты покакал. This is more, this is the last swearing word of saying ты насрал. Don't say that. Сам и лез. Лез is like the imperative of get in there. Сам и лез means like you get in. It's like you shit there. You shit. Go in there yourself. Some. If Vitalyevich would be a girl, Vitalyevna, I think that would be the patronymic, it would say сама и лез, because сам would change to сама.
Я-то чё туда полезу?
Я-то чё туда полезу? Я-то чё, this is a very interesting combination. Я-то чё. Again, he says чё instead of что. You could also say like, я-то что туда полезу. Again, я туда полезу. This is the main sentence. I get in there. Я-то чё. It's like, why should I get in there in this sentence? Я-то чё туда полезу. It's like, я-то чё makes it makes the entire sentence more questioning. This is very advanced, so don't worry about this я-то чё type of stuff.
Пошел ты нахуй, Виталич.
Пошел ты нахуй, Vitalyevich. This is a very common, direct way of telling someone to get lost in nice words. Пошел ты нахуй. But you need to address a man in order to say that. If you want to address a woman, which I don't recommend you say this to anyone, but in case, I'm talking about Russian grammar here, then you would say пошла ты нахуй. And if you're talking like to several people, or like, or to a polite, or if you want to say it politely, you can say пошли нахуй. And again, he addresses Vitalyevich.
Я криптоинвестор теперь, понятно?
Я криптоинвестор теперь, понятно? I am a crypto investor now. Понятно means understood. Теперь, again, like now I'm a crypto investor, and before I used to be a plumber. And then at the end, понятно is again, like in the beginning we said, if you understood something, you can say я понял, or if you're a woman, я поняла. And понятно, you can also say like, okay, got it. Понятно is something that from all the words that you learn in the lesson, понятно is something that I do recommend you use. If you enjoyed this video, then watch this video next, because we're going to dive into another joke of another great Russian comedian.